everybody, I'm here today with a full driving tutorial for making a right turn. In this video, I'll be going over the basics of turning right safely, properly, and effectively. Without further ado, let's get right into the driving lesson. I'm going to start off by putting on my seatbelt because obviously safety comes first. I was trying to make an effective clicking noise in the middle of that, but it didn't really work out. So let's get right into the driving tutorial. All right, first and foremost, when you're turning right, you have to be turning the steering wheel to the right. Now, your turns are going to get better in time, but obviously when you're just learning to drive, they might not be the best, so you got to practice. Practice will make progression. Now, there are a few things that you have to do before you actually turn, and I'll be demonstrating all of this momentarily, but you have to put your signal on. You got to check your rear view mirror, you got to check your right side mirror, you got to check your right blind spot. You have to potentially come to a stop if there's a stop sign or if you need to yield the right of way, and then you got to make the turn. When you make the turn, you're going to be turning the steering wheel, holding it in position throughout the turn, and then releasing it. When you release the wheel should turn back and you're good to go. Let's start driving. Enough talking, more demonstrating. I want to try and do that with this. So let's start driving. I'm just going to wait for this car to pass. They seem to be taking their sweet time. Now that they're passing, let's go. My left signal goes on. We're going to move away from the curb and we're going to make multiple right-hand turns in this video. So as I approach this turn coming up, it's pretty far ahead, but I'll be there in just a few moments. As I approach this turn, I know that it has a stop sign, so I'm going to have to come to a complete stop. I'm going to put my signal on well in advance, my right signal. To activate my right signal, I'm just going to take my hand, go to the signal lever right here and push it upwards. You want to push it upwards to signal right. So I'm going to be pushing it upwards to signal right. That lets everyone around me know that I'm planning on making a right-hand turn. Right now, I'm approaching the stop sign. Close enough now that I'm going to put the right signal on. Now I'm putting my foot on the brake, slowing down. I'm going to check my rear view mirror, my right side mirror, my right blind spot. I'm clear, checking the intersection, good to go. I've come to a complete stop. Now I'm going to go ahead, and as you can see, this is a little bit of a weird turn, so I'm going to turn the wheel right, hold it, and then straighten it out. That wasn't a very sharp turn. That was a very modest turn, so I didn't have to turn the wheel much, but check out this turn. This is going to be much sharper. So as you can see right here, signal goes on, coming to a stop, rear view mirror, right side mirror, right blind spot, check the intersection, good to go. Turning the wheel, holding it in position, and now releasing it. As you can see right there, I released it and the wheel turned back by itself. Now I'm gonna make a left-hand turn just to get onto a loop where I can make multiple turns, and there was no stop sign there, and there was no pedestrians, no cars. I had the right of way, so I proceeded with caution. Now we're gonna go on a loop and do multiple right-hand turns. My signal goes on, I'm coming to a complete stop. Rear view mirror, right side mirror, right blind spot. There's actually a pedestrian here. There are multiple cars that actually had the right of way before me, so I'm letting them go. Once again, doing my checks. Now I can turn the wheel, watch this. Hold it, release it, and I'm driving on the new street. Now, I would not recommend in a real life situation releasing the wheel like that. That was just exaggerated, just to show you that, you know, the wheel will turn itself back as long as you are doing the turn properly and as long as the turn is sharp enough for that to happen. Approaching a stop sign once again, my right signal goes on, slowing down, coming to complete stop, checking my rear view mirror, my right side mirror, my right blind spot, complete stop, left, center, right, left again. That's where I'm looking at the intersection. No cars, no pedestrians. When you're clear to go, take the wheel, and I'm doing hand over hand steering like that. Turn it as I accelerate and release, just like that. Now, one quick note, I'm pretty much pushing the gas pedal and starting to turn the wheel at roughly the same time. It doesn't have to be the exact same time, but I am doing it at roughly the same time. So once again, I'm not going to repeat it over and over again, but you know, doing my checks, coming to complete stop, scanning the intersection. This is not an always stop, so I'm proceeding carefully, turning the wheel and releasing it. Now once again, I turn the wheel and I also push the gas pedal at basically the same time, give or take. Now it's something that you will master over time, but now I'm gonna approach a right-hand turn without a stop sign in my direction. The stop sign is in the other direction. So I'm putting my signal on. As I'm slowing down, I'm checking my rear view mirror, my right side mirror, my right blind spot, scanning the intersection. I have the right of way. It's safe to proceed, so I'm going to proceed with caution. And I didn't come to a stop because I didn't need to because there was no stop sign, and obviously I had the right of way. And that is a full driving lesson for making a right-hand turn. Very simple driving lesson. I really hope that you've enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment, and of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.